Beth Brotherton, Brotherton, Director of Communications, Greenville County Schools.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about what happened this morning.
Absolutely. Just after 8 o'clock this morning, one of our school buses was stopping along Woodruff Road to pick up about 60, let me start that again. Just after 8 o'clock this morning, one of our school buses was stopping along Woodruff Road, which we all know is an incredibly busy thoroughfare, particularly during the commute hours, to pick up a few students at an apartment complex who live about a quarter of a mile away from the school. And so while that school bus was stopped on Woodruff with lights on and the stop arm activated, for some reason a driver behind that bus did not stop and ended up with their car underneath the vehicle, or their vehicle underneath the bus and entrapped.
Okay. How relieved are we that it wasn't as serious as first thought?
Absolutely. While we have incredible concern for the driver and hope for their speedy recovery, we are thankful that only one student complained of any kind of minor injuries, a shoulder injury, and because they were close to home, a parent was able to quickly respond and take custody of that kid and take them back home. But the other 60 kids on board, as far as we know, have displayed no physical injuries. We are also in a unique situation here where the school was located so close to where the accident happened that staff was actually able to respond immediately to student needs, being able to leave the school building, go across the street, have police help them stop traffic, and actually walk those remaining 59 kids to the school building, put them in the cafeteria so they had the opportunity to kind of have a decompression type space, a calm space. It's rare when it comes to a school bus accident that there are familiar people close by, people who have the training and the ability to give you this calm space. So we feel lucky in that sense that the kids were able to come to a safe space very quickly, be around their teachers, the school nurse, school counselors, to not only assess their physical health, but also to assess their mental health. Because we understand as young people, seeing something like this that is incredibly traumatic, where there were injuries involved and police there, and a collision, that there might be some trauma that these kids need to process. And we're thankful that we had the school staff there who was able to quickly help them calm down and assess both their physical and mental health.
And what message do you have for drivers out there?
I guess we would continue to stress that we understand traffic is getting worse in Greenville County, and that roads are getting busier, and that people's frustration may be growing with their inability to get places as fast as they would like to be. But we would continue to remind drivers in Greenville County that between the hours of 6 o'clock in the morning and 9 o'clock in the morning, there are about 400 school buses on the road. And they are large, they are yellow, and they have flashing lights for a reason, that we want them to be obvious. And I guess we would ask drivers to continue to respect that, understanding that they're not just large vehicles, they're large vehicles with upwards of 70 to 80 students on them, and this is somebody else's child. And so just continuing to be aware during that morning commute that school buses are going to stop. Sometimes, based on traffic patterns, they do turn onto side roads, but there are also many times where the safest thing for a bus to do, based on where a child lives, is to stop on a busy road. And so even if you think, oh, I'm on Woodruff Road, or I'm on Pleasantburg Drive, or I'm on Roper Mountain, this is a major road, the school bus isn't going to stop. In many cases, traffic studies have shown us that that really is the best place to pick up a child. So I would say, regardless of how busy the road you're on, recognize that there is a school bus in your area. In this case, they would have been within the school zone. So understanding that you need to slow your speed and be aware that that bus may be stopping in front of you, and that if that bus is stopping, it's likely because it's either picking up or dropping off children, and that their safety is first and foremost for our drivers. And we would certainly hope that other drivers would be aware of that too.